Be honest. Who did this? Who wanted this? This isn't Django One. How's it going? I'm Liron. Rather than what I did last time, which was kind of just fuck around and get drunk, I decided to find my inner peace by doing this outside. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I thought this would be some nice scenery to do a different style of video. Let's just get into it, man. We're gonna go over. I mean, you've read the title. You know what's going on. Weirdest collabs in hip hop history. So here are our tiers, right? We got obviously these are your standard tiers. At the top we got, I would unironically go back to this song. The next tier down is for songs that didn't quite make the cut into my playlist, but got me excited to hear more kind of similar sounds from the artists who made it. The next tier, I think, is the most self-explanatory one. It's definitely not a career highlight for anyone involved, but it's not awful. I think you understand. Next up we got It's Bad, but I guess at least I don't want to rip my ears out. And then last category we got Why does this exist? Who is it for? Seriously, who asked for this? And like obviously for a lot of them you can always justify it as people, having fun, artists experimenting, and I love that for them. I love that for I love that for you. But sometimes we're gonna start off light here. We're gonna like ease our way into it. Now I don't know who Teenage Club is. Like this didn't make me want to be completely honest. Um, I feel like this just really did not need to happen. It's so like upbeat. It's like a musical, but it's so like slow, and it had me so fucking bored. Teenage Club's like contribution, if you can call it that, to the track is mediocre at best, and even De La Soul couldn't get me back on board. The first verse was just lifeless. There was zero energy in the vocals or the ad libs. The second verse was solid, but by the time that came around, I was already so tired of the beat and the chorus. Chorus is incredibly simple and repetitive. I mean, it's hard to call it a chorus when it's just one line repeated over and over. You played yourself. Fucking god, man, it just doesn't end. You know what? Okay, let me. There is a silver lining, right? The sample flip of Free Fallin' and the interpolation is actually pretty cool in theory. The execution is just like it's not good. The sample didn't even need to be there. This should have been just a De La Soul track with a different band. Because this was like a part of this was for a Cuba Gooding Jr. movie. If I find it while I'm editing, I will put it up on the screen now. It just falls short, man. The worst thing about this song is how much it just overstays its welcome. This track is 4.5 minutes long. Okay, let me give you a little breakdown of how that time is split up. Right, just if you're interested, right? Let me give you a little breakdown. So from 0 to 31 seconds, that's the intro. That's fine. That's standard, right? That's standard. 32 seconds to 103 is verse 1. 30-second verse, okay, that's fine. It's a 4.5 minute long song, but that's fine. Chorus 1, respectable, 20 seconds long. Then you got verse 2, which is 40 seconds. Then we got 211 to 317, which is chorus 2. That's right. It goes for over a minute. And then after that, the next, the next over a minute, little time stretch until the end, is our outro. So I think that would probably explain why I only mentioned 2 verses. That's because there only are 2 verses. This song, this song is crap. Yeah. No, you know, the second verse is solid, but I don't know if I can even justify giving it a mid tier, because it's not mediocre. It's incredibly, like, it's offensively boring. For that reason, I'm gonna drop it down there. Yeah. Well. Anyway.
Next.
This song, let me tell you, this song was was just okay. It was just okay. The music video was incredibly weird. I just had to mention something about that. But, other than that, this song is just so middle of the road. It had a nice, funky atmosphere. And the one highlight I would mention, where there's like strings that come in and there's a really cool shift in the atmosphere, and then it goes back after 5 seconds. They bring this switch up back later in the bridge, but they don't like expand on that change in feelings in any way. It doesn't like really complement it that much. Other than that one switch up, there's just nothing very exciting or engaging in any sense in the production or the vocals or the lyrics. And like that goes for both REM and KRS. Like, at least KRS had some energy, but at just over 4 minutes long, this song, it did not need to last that long. And I'm, that's all I have to say about that. Here it is. There we go. Right where it needs to be. That's perfect. That we're on a solid streak of mediocrity here. So let me switch it up a bit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Because that's what I was thinking. Nas and Korn? But, dude, honestly, if you like Korn, or if you like screamo rock, or Nas, I would recommend giving it a listen. What I wrote down right immediately after listening to it is weirdly not bad. I wish Nas really committed with his delivery to go along with the instrumental, but the song flowed really well from verse to chorus. The instrumental is quintessential Korn and works surprisingly well with Nas's voice and flows. There's a very cool bridge with a huge change up in the vibe. It had a super high energy lead up to a genuinely solid like screamo section, and this is coming from a guy who doesn't listen to screamo stuff. This track does not overstay its welcome, since that's apparently what we're using as a way of measuring how good songs are for this video. But yeah, it's only 3 minutes 20. It's thoroughly engaging. It's not something I would go back to on a regular basis, but it's worth checking out. I think they have a lot of potential as collaborators. So yeah, this song, I would say that they should make more songs together. That was surprisingly good. Up next, we got Jesus Christ. Be honest, who did this? Who wanted this? This isn't Django Unchained. Like, I feel like it could have actually been okay if it was like Method Man doing the vocals, but in its current state, it, for one, is not even much of a collaboration, and 2, just feels really uncomfortable to listen to, at least, considering what you can see. That's all I have to say on that song. God, that is just, it's just horrible. Right down into the bottom is where it deserves to go. Up next, we got. Am I reading that right? That's yeah, Gucci Mane and Marilyn Manson with Fancy Bitch, Pussy Wet in parentheses. So okay, this song, I wish there was more to say, because I feel like it should like give me a lot to talk about, right? But it's Gucci doing his classic Gucci Mane thing, great energy in his delivery, except for this one part right here at what is it, a minute 30-ish, where it seems like something just like fundamentally changes, and Gucci, like, he starts doing an impersonation of someone who sipped a little bit too much of that purple.
Open toes and camel toe, that's all I see it on the show.
Oh, sorry, did I say starts? No, that's just him now. And Marilyn sounds like he's trying to do an impression of Suicide Boys or Corpse. I mean, you know, Suicide Boys still, like, their production goes fucking crazy. I don't need to hear anyone sound like Suicide Boys but Suicide Boys, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the chorus is a classic case of repeating one sentence over and over and over and over and over in the hopes of it being catchy in some way. And it's garbage. Yeah, this whole thing, it's over an 808 mafia beat that genuinely feels like a throwaway beat, like something that you would give to someone that you don't like, but you just wanted that bag. And, you know, like, get that bag. You know what I'm saying? Get that bag. I love when producers make their money. I just wish that there was something more to this. Man, yeah, it has to go right in the fucking middle. There's no. I mean, no, it's not. No, it's there. It's bad. It is bad. But I guess I don't want to rip my ears out. So that's good. Well, that was disappointing because I was hoping I would at least be it would at least be interesting to talk about. But while we're on that note,
Some things go right, some things go wrong.
I was shocked because I can't imagine someone who would make less sense, like two more opposing. Anyway, you know, more than that, why does this exist? It's like Common does his thing and he sounds fucking great doing it, and the Jonas Brothers are doing their thing, and you know, it's not, you know, it's not my personal preference, but they sound fine. Someone just decided to take those two incredibly like opposing, contrasting sounds and put them on the same thing, and they don't complement each other in any way. It's just like so like disjointed. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not like it's not. I can't say it's bad because it's not. It's just not good. God, after the last three songs, I need a little palate cleanser.
Looking at me. Look at that, look at how they looking at me.
So let's talk about "Chillin'" by Wale and Lady Gaga. Listen, not only was I bobbing my big beautiful head to this beat, but the fusion of these styles, like Lady Gaga and Wale, it might not sound that surprising when you look at it from like a 2000s context, but this song is great. Like the fusion worked incredibly well. I don't know if they just have great chemistry behind the scenes, but they definitely did on this song. The sample in the intro, I love it, man. It transitions so well. It adds so much to the atmosphere. Super like well chopped up to fit the vibe. Sorry, did that sound familiar? Did that first melody sound familiar to you too? Oh, that maybe it's because it's sampled in this, you know, this little known indie song. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it. Fucking Paper Planes by MIA. One of the biggest songs of my childhood, at least, which, you know, that'll tell you how old I am. But this song is fucking great. I would unironically go back to this song, and I think they should make more like this. Oh, sorry, you want another good song. You want another good song? I thought we could just go back to the. No, that's fine. That's fine. I just didn't realize it was such a greedy. Well, up next we got
It's never too late.
now, as weird as that matchup sounded to me, I found myself really enjoying this song. The way that Lana uses her part as like a sample to complement Rocky's verses worked so well. Like, it worked wonders for the way that the song flowed from verse to chorus. I was wondering when the hell Cardi would show up. But I guess for this one, he was just playing the hype man from the bench, which, I mean, to be honest, I think kind of worked out in favor for the song. Like, it added like this really cool atmosphere. I can't say it's as good as Wale and Lady Gaga, but I will say that I would love to hear them make more songs together. And if you know more stuff that sounds like this, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to add that shit to my playlist. Weren't those songs nice? Well, next we gotta let's look at an absolute clusterfuck of a collaboration. Where do I even start with this song? Like, where do I even start? It seemed like Ja couldn't really decide on what scale he should be on, so he just went for all of them. The instrumental is, like, at best unique, only due to the fact that the tempo changes at what feels like the most uncomfortable time possible multiple times. And I don't know if I should be, like, impressed or upset that that happened. Like, to say that this track overstayed its welcome is the most generous understatement that's ever been made. It lasts 4 minutes and 43 seconds. I gave it a genuine try. I really, really did. I went into it wanting to like it. But God, I wanted out less than a minute in. So now that we covered one of the worst songs I'll be going over today, let's look at something incredible.
Psych!
God, this was a nightmare. This is just awful, horrendous. But is it so bad it's good? No, no. It just offers nothing. The production is cool. Like, it's cool, you know, it's a Black Sabbath sample. I think if Busta took the delivery that he was going for and kind of expanded on it, the song would be, like, great. Ozzy just shouldn't be here. Like, why is Ozzy Osbourne here? The chorus is genuinely grating to listen to. Grating to listen to. I don't know what effects they put on Ozzy's part. Look, I'll give it this. The one and only highlight of this song is the switch up towards the end, and I do mean towards the end. It's at 3.5 minutes in. When it goes along, like, he kind of exactly follows along the flow of the drum breakdown. I was fucking with that. But, you know, to say that this song overstayed its welcome once again at 4.5 minutes long, it's a massive understatement. No one needed this, and no one especially needed it to be this long. Okay, no one wanted this. My bad. I almost forgot to rate the last two. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that I almost forgot to. Yeah, right down at the bottom. That's perfect. Okay. Well, at least those were interesting to talk about, right? Up next is not really.
Living life like it's no damn rules. Tonight I'm finna hop up in that hotel pool.
We got a K-pop song by none other than Kanye, with the K-pop group JYJ and Malik Youssef. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't want to be butchering anyone's name. This song is just 100% just inoffensive, middle of the road pop stuff. The production is forgettable, which, you know, is very disappointing to say on a song that Kanye's on, other than the one highlight, which was the sample leading into the song. And the same thing goes for the chorus. Kanye did his thing on his verse, but it was just kind of underwhelming. The best way I can explain this song, like, it just, imagine that Kanye made a hip-hop song a month before MBDTF, and you've heard this song. yeah, enough about washed up legends. Next up is my favorite track I've discovered while doing research for this video.
Look.
Yeah, this song, like, dude, this song is hard. I've never heard G Herbo rap on this, like, backpack rapper kind of flow, like, on this vibe. I would love to hear more collabs between him and Earl. Earl, yeah, like, 100% did his thing. Like, the production goes crazy, the bars are top tier, as I've personally come to expect at this point with Earl. I wish there was more to say, but it's genuinely just a great song, and it definitely, like, it just made me an absolute fan of G Herbo's alter ego. And I think, you know, anyone who fucks with Earl should absolutely go and check that out. So it only feels right to follow up my favorite track with my least favorite track I found while researching for this. Yeah, we got. I thought that the other ones were bad, right? I know you thought that the other ones were bad. And they were. Don't get me wrong, they were. This song, I genuinely couldn't even make it through. So if you just took Sting off this, it's fine. It's a Twista song. And it goes hard as a Twista song. But with Sting on this, it's just such a jarring transition from these like rock ballad melodies that Sting is doing, this like alternative style, and you know, Twista's super fast Twista flows. Like, who in their right mind decided that this would be the best person, like that Twista would be the ideal feature for a remix on Sting's song? I can't wrap my mind around it. But you know what, it is what it is, right? You know, I refuse to end this video on such a low note, and you know what, don't let me forget to rank this one way up there. Oh my god, I forgot all of them. Now this one, yeah, Kanye, definitely not a career highlight. And then yeah, Twista and Sting, it's bad. It's bad. Then you know, up next, I refuse to end the video on such a low note. So we're just gonna have to do one more. It just so happens to be my favorite song out of all the ones we've discussed today. As a matter of fact, the album this song comes from actually won a Pulitzer Prize. Can you guess who the artist is? Can you guess? Jesus Christ, man! Yes, of course it's Kendrick. What do you want, a trophy? Yes, it's Kendrick. Kendrick and U2 with XXX off of Damn. If you like Kendrick or U2, or are even just curious about that combination, and for any reason have never listened to this song, by all means, I would seriously recommend giving it a listen. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said in the countless number of Damn breakdowns, reviews, reaction videos, everything that's out there. There's nothing new that I can add to that conversation. The only thing that I want to highlight is this. Just think about it, like, in theory, combining U2 and Kendrick should not have worked this well. Like, it should and has been used as pretty much a masterclass, like, on how to make use of the fusion of such different sounding artists and genres as a vehicle, as an add-on, an enhancement to the storytelling, and a way to complement the atmosphere rather than take away from it. Yeah, this song, sorry, just has to go at the very top here. I would put, if I'm ordering them from best to worst, I would definitely I would do it like this. No, no, Sting and Twista should actually be down there. And there's no way to organize this tier. That bottom tier is just absolute garbage. Yeah. Well, if you enjoyed that video, which I hope you did, because this, it took a little while for me to film out here. I don't know if you could tell. It went from being bright out to being less bright out. I've only been out here for like an hour, but I've been recording for 46 minutes. So yeah, it's time for me to go. If you would like to see some other weird categories ranked in hip hop, I would love to do some more of these. I think there's a lot of like weird things in hip hop history that I could kind of go into, and would love to do some research and really like do like a little deep dive into each thing. I would love to see what the reception is like on this, what you guys think. I'm always open to hear, if there's anything that I missed, any really, really, really weird collaborations that shouldn't have happened, please put them down in the comments. Maybe I'll make a part 2. If this gets 50 likes, I will do another video, and 50 is a lot for me. Let me just make that clear. If you're watching this in the future, just know this was the beginning, and you missed it. You missed it, and you're dumb for that, and I hate you. Okay, bye.